morning, everyone. It is 6:28 on Saturday, February 26th. And about less than 20 minutes ago, I got up with James. I went in the bathroom, and on a gut instinct, I took one of these. Yeah, it's very positive. Yeah. So, you're finding out the same morning that we are. I apologize, I look a little rough because I'm like still in bed. Yeah, I'm shocked because when you're told by multiple surgeons that having children will be impossible without medical intervention, and even after I have the two that I have, I went back to my same surgeon and he still marvels that I have two children, and he's just like, I think at this point he's just thrown his hands up and he's like, hey, maybe you'll have a third. And about a month and a half after that appointment, here we are. So I'm so thankful for this miracle. I can't believe it. I'm scared. This is just a few days after Russia has invaded Ukraine. I'm scared because my second pregnancy with Noah was not easy. It was very, very ill. So I'm just gonna pray right now with you guys that the Lord preserves this pregnancy, that this baby sticks, as they say, and that I won't be as sick as I was with Noah, and that I can be strong and healthy and deliver. So, yeah, looks like we're having a baby.
Okay, so hopefully this is a good angle. I've never really filmed in my car alone before, but I have been wanting to do this video for a couple months now and just have not had the energy, the time, or really the place to do it because I'm home for the summer, the kids are always around, and I just haven't been able to film. And so I wanted to film this video and talk to you guys about the first trimester, but I thought also I would kind of take you guys along with me. This afternoon I have a doctor's appointment, I have to pick up my grocery order, and then I also am going to grab myself a smoothie from our local smoothie place. So I'll talk about all of that as we go. But my doctor's appointment, so I'm doing all of my care through a midwife center in Pittsburgh. So all of my main appointments are in Pittsburgh, but for my blood tests and ultrasounds and just basic scans and testing, because I'm not high risk and because I don't have anything special that I need, I'm just doing at our local women's health and local labs and stuff, because there's no sense of driving all the way to Pittsburgh for a blood test or for an ultrasound or something. So that's why I'm headed into our local hospital today, just to get a quickly check up for something pregnancy related, and then after that I'm gonna grab a smoothie and pick up my grocery order. But so first trimester recap, if you don't know, at the time of this filming I'm 21 weeks. By the time this comes out, I will be 22 weeks pregnant. And my first trimester was terrible. So here I am, almost more than halfway through second trimester, feeling much, much better. But my first trimester was terrible. And this is my third pregnancy, my third baby. My first pregnancy, my first trimester wasn't that bad. I think I threw up maybe 5 times when I was pregnant with Evangeline. I had fatigue, but I wasn't a mom yet, so I could take naps every day. I spent part of that trimester I was home because it was summer, so super easy. Second pregnancy, I had a 1.5-year-old. Actually, she wasn't even 1.5 yet, and so I was battling the fatigue of having a little one and was pregnant. So my first trimester of my second pregnancy was difficult. I didn't throw up at all, but I had a lot of nausea, a lot of food aversions, and fatigue. This pregnancy has been a whole nother ball game because the whole first trimester I was working full-time as a teacher. was also the end of the school year, so if you are a teacher, you know that that is the most challenging time to be a teacher because student behavior issues exponentially rise. And then on top of that, I was battling severe nausea. I didn't throw up, but a few times, but the nausea and the food aversions were horrible. However, I found a few things that really helped. For one, I had to eat every 2 hours, which sounds kind of crazy, and like, how am I not as big as a house right now? Well, I didn't eat full meals. I ate all throughout the day. So my breakfast was small, my lunch was small, my dinner was small, but I was also eating 3 snacks. So I was eating 6 times a day in my first trimester, and it took me a few weeks to get into that rhythm. I would say around week 10 is when I really hit my rhythm of breakfast would be a protein with eggs, or I went through a short period of time where I couldn't eat eggs. They made me sick, and I would just have a bowl of cereal with whole raw milk on it. So I'd have my cereal with whole milk on it, and then I would go to school, and then around 9:30 every morning, if any of my French students are watching, they know I always had my snack at this time, and it would always be cheese, whole grain crackers, and usually some fruit. So I would have a balance of a protein and a natural carbohydrate, a fructose. I really found that balanced my blood sugar, which helped me not to feel nauseous. And having that protein was huge. I craved protein my entire pregnancy. With Noah, I'm craving it this pregnancy. I love protein. Give it to me in the form of dairy, in the form of a cow, in the form of a chicken. I don't care. I just freaking love protein. I eat it all day long. That's probably why Noah turned out to be 8.5 pounds. So I would eat that mid-morning snack around 9:30, and then if I started to feel sick again around 11:30, because my lunch wasn't until 12:05, I would sometimes eat just like a handful of macadamia nuts, just a small salted handful of macadamia nuts, and that would usually hold me until 12:05 when I could eat my lunch. My lunch was usually leftovers from the night before. I just bring a small container of whatever I had cooked for supper the night before. Again, it would always have a protein, beef or chicken, sometimes salmon. I love fish. And then in the afternoon when I got home, if I didn't eat it at school, I would have my cup of yogurt. And again, yogurt is a protein, and I eat plain yogurt, so there was no added sugar in it. So I would put blueberries or granola or both, which added a lot of natural sugar. My afternoon was my hardest period in my first trimester. I don't know why, but it just seemed from 2 o'clock till about 7 or 8 o'clock was when I felt the most nauseous. Even with eating my protein and my carbohydrates, I was the most nauseous from about 2 to 7 every day for probably a good 6 weeks, which is really hard because that's the time I get home from work and would be with my children and have to cook supper and get them ready for bed, and I was feeling my absolute worst at that point. So I would still eat supper though. Again, I would eat a small supper and it would be awful. Sometimes I would cook supper and then I'd be all done cooking it and I couldn't eat a single bite of it. It would just make me so sick at the thought of it, and I would end up eating like toast for dinner or something. So dinner was probably sometimes my least healthy meal of the day, because all I'd be able to get down would be like some cereal or some toast, or even pasta, carbohydrates. So that was hard, but I figured I got a lot of good nutrients in all throughout the day with my eggs and my fruits and my yogurt and my cheese, that I wasn't worried about what I was eating for dinner as long as I had something in my stomach. And then at nighttime, I found in my first trimester, I would wake up anywhere between 1 and 3 in the morning, famished, like laying in bed, felt like I hadn't eaten in days, starving, had to get out of bed to eat something. I was that hungry. And what I would eat, what I would crave is graham crackers and milk. And gluten-free graham crackers are kind of expensive. So kind of an expensive craving, but that's okay. We got through it. But I would get up and I would have my whole milk and graham crackers, which was just perfect. Eventually, I did not have to wake up at 1 in the morning to eat. And what I would do is, right before bed, around 8:30, 9 o'clock, I would eat the milk and the graham crackers or even cereal. And then that would hold me usually till morning. But I'll tell you what, as soon as 6 o'clock rolled around, I woke up hungry. So that was kind of my first trimester eating experience. And I would say the key to keeping the nausea at bay was definitely the protein for me. And if you're watching this and you're vegan or vegetarian, all I can say is I don't know how you do it pregnant. Like, I cannot imagine or fathom it. So you guys are my heroes out there, you vegans to vegetarians, because I would not be able to do that. So then, when did I throw up? Did I throw up this pregnancy? Have I thrown up? Yes, but here is what is interesting about the 3 times total I have thrown up. 2 of those 3 times I had gluten, and not just like a little bit. Like I had like a roll, or I had like pasta, and it was like not gluten free, like not even close. So I was eating that, and then it wasn't that day that I ate it, it was the following day that I threw up. So that happened to me twice. So I figure I don't blame that on morning sickness. I think that my body is even more sensitive to gluten when I am pregnant, and so it just came back up again, unfortunately. So I learned my lesson the hard way. No gluten at all, not even a little bit during pregnancy. And then the 3rd time I threw up, it was actually when my kids had, actually I might have thrown up 4 times this pregnancy, I don't remember. Anyway, my kids had like a little stomach bug. They each had it for 24 hours. They each threw up like a grand total of 2 times. And then I got it, and I threw up 1 time in the middle of the night. So I think it was, again, not morning sickness. I think I just picked up a little virus from my kids, and it threw up once, and it was over. It was gone. So the 3-4 times I have thrown up this pregnancy were all related to either being sick or to eating something that my system cannot handle. So does that mean it's a boy this time because I didn't throw up at all with Noah? I don't know. We'll find out, because in a lot of ways this pregnancy reminds me of Noah's, but in some ways it reminds me of Evie's. So I just don't know. What else in the first trimester was fatigue was extreme, and what's hard about it is when you're working all day, I couldn't just come home and take a nap. My husband was just getting home. He's tired too. We have these 2 little ones. And so a lot of the time what my husband and I would do, would turn on Disney, and we would just lay down in our chairs or couches and just watch some TV for like an hour with our kids when we came home. Kind of like our time to have downtime and their time to spend time with us. It worked. It's not ideal. I don't want to like come home and just turn on a screen for my kids, but you got to do what you got to do to survive pregnancy first trimester. So that's a lot of time what we did. And then sometimes I went to bed as soon as the kids were in bed. I was in bed at like 8 o'clock numerous nights first trimester. James was such a trooper. He would stay up and finish. It was just hard. I feel bad, but like he was really sweet about it, and like eventually I felt better. I didn't have to go to bed at 7 and 8 o'clock like 3-4 nights a week. So that was kind of my first trimester experience as far as that goes. I don't think I gained any weight in my first trimester. If I did, it was only like 1 or 2 pounds. My midwife wasn't concerned. I'm the type of person, when I'm pregnant, I gain it all in the last 20 weeks. Like I just blow up in the last 20 weeks. In the first 20, I gain like a little bit of weight, but like nothing crazy, right? Nothing to brag about. So yeah. That was my first trimester. There's nothing else that really sticks out to me. When did I first feel the baby? First baby, I felt her at 13 weeks. Second baby, he had an interior placenta. I didn't feel him regularly till like 18, 19 weeks. So like, didn't even know he was in there. If it hadn't been for, pregnancy tests. And then this pregnancy, I felt in between there. I would say about 15 weeks on, I started feeling movements, and from about 18 weeks daily, like all the time, I feel this baby. This baby's very active. I feel them all the time, all day long, at night, morning, you name it, I feel them, him or her. When I say them, I don't want you to think like I'm having multiple kids here. I just say them because I feel weird calling a baby it, and I get tired of saying him or her all the time. You know what I'm saying? So I just say, sorry, I thought that dude was gonna totally take the parking space I had my eye on. He's like this old man, and I was like, if you take my parking space, like it's going down right now. But he didn't, so it's all good. All right, I'm gonna go into my appointment, and when I come out, we're gonna go get a smoothie. Okay, we're back. Appointment went well. I was in there for a while because they, I guess, were behind or something. I don't know. Anyway, I just called my smoothie place and I ordered what's called the Almond Joy smoothie. But I asked for a shot of coffee in it just for like a little afternoon pick-me-up, because I know by the time I get home, the kids' naps will be almost over, so I'm probably not going to get to take a nap today. So I ordered that with a little bit of caffeine in it. I have heartburn, so now I'm just choking on heartburn. Let me get a drink, guys. I have heartburn because I just scarfed down 4 chicken nuggets at my house before I left. The kind that you heat up in the oven or in the microwave. Yeah, not the best choice for lunch, but it was quick and it was protein. So anyway, yeah, so I got this almond joy smoothie. I think I've ordered it once before. All of their smoothies are good. So I'll take you along, show you this really cool smoothie place, and then we're gonna run to Kroger's and pick up our order. And I don't know if I have any other stops. I might go to the car wash. We'll see. Okay, come along.
For your son, age 9 can also be the start of HPV vaccination, a type of cancer prevention.
Okay, we got the smoothie. It's amazing. I have never gotten the almond joy with the coffee in it. This is incredible, guys. I have to get James one of these next time, or like tell him to get one next time he's around here. It's so good. It has like protein in it, so like chocolate protein, and I don't even know, like there's granola on the bottom and there's coconut on top. This is amazing. You have to get this if you're a local. Oh my gosh, it's so good. It's good for you. It's healthy. Like, this is better than Dairy Queen. It's phenomenal. There's food for the gods, as James's great aunt would have said. May she rest in peace. So, now, my chiropractor is actually right next door to here, and they open in 6 minutes, so I'm gonna sneak in there and get adjusted. Okay, so we are home now in my messy garage. Don't look at it. But I just thought I would do a quick grocery haul and show you guys what all I got, since I didn't really film at Kroger's. All I did was pick up the order. I don't remember what I got, so this is gonna be fun because we can see together what I ordered. And I'm doing it outside. You'll hear the highway in the background because I live right by a big highway. Because the kids are napping inside. My mom was watching them while I was gone. So like they're napping and I don't really want to like go in and bother them. So let me show you guys my order. Perfect. So first thing we got are Gala apples. This is a 2 or 3 pound bag. 3 pound bag. It was 3 pound bag and it was $4 and change, which I thought wasn't a bad deal. James takes an apple every day in his lunch, so it's always good for us to have apples on hand. And then I got Kroger. We like the Kroger brand dishwashing liquid. We also like Dawn brand, but this was on sale this week. They had a coupon and we buy it by the jug because we go through dish soap like crazy. We don't have a dishwasher. And then I picked up detergent. We don't actually need this. We have a whole brand new one unopened in our laundry area, but because of inflation and because of just being prepared, I don't want to run out, so I'm just gonna always keep extra on hand. And here are just some bananas. These are organic because the kids and I all love bananas. James eats apples. The kids and I are like the big banana eaters. I got my gluten-free whole grain crackers. I talked about those earlier in the video, and these are the ones that I actually eat every day with like cheese or something. And then I got some green beans. I got organic, and this is just to go in our long-term storage, again, to be prepared for whatever future events may come. I've just been picking up random canned goods here and there, things with long shelf life to put in our long-term storage, just to always have extras on hand. So if I pick up 1 or 2 items every grocery order, it builds up pretty quickly. And it looks like I got more. I don't know why they didn't put this all in one bag, but whatever. And then I actually have like a can of soup. This is for dinner tonight. We're having soup and salad. And so I just like grabbed a can of Progresso, throw it on the stove, because I know my kids will eat soup. Okay, this is fun. This is for dinner tonight. So I have a chicken breast, like our own that we raised, thawed out, and it's gonna go in the oven right now, like as soon as I go in the house, for 1 hour, and I'll do a rub on it. It'll be nice and juicy and moist. So we'll have that chicken breast, cut it, divide it up, and then I got the applewood bacon chopped dole. It was buy one get one free, which, you know, nothing's really free, but whatever. But this has shredded white cheddar, applewood dressing, bacon, green onions, cabbage, carrots, kale, green leaf lettuce, and green cabbage. And if you don't know, cabbage is like one of the superfoods, super good for you. So I got 2 bags of this. James and I will probably each eat a whole bag, or close to it. So that is what's for dinner, something light, but like still hearty and really good for you. What else did I get? Oh, there's zucchinis. I got 4 zucchinis. They were on sale 2 for $1. I love to saute zucchini and just use it as a side with anything. So good. Zucchini is like my #1 favorite vegetable. Like, I love it because you can do so much with it. I got a cucumber for salad. We can add that to our salads tonight. I got a bag of carrots because I'm trying to eat raw carrots every day. If you don't know, raw carrot actually removes bad estrogen out of your gut. So that is actually beneficial to the baby because it raises my progesterone, which is the baby growing hormone, and it gets rid of excess estrogen, and you don't want excess estrogen in your body. So eating raw carrots actually removes that out of your gut better than some other types of whole grains would or fibrous foods would. Carrots are the way to go. So I've been trying to eat raw carrots, and my kids like them too, actually. And then this is our favorite yogurt. I talked about it earlier. It's the Stonyfield Probiotic Plain. Their vanilla is nasty. Don't buy the vanilla. It just tastes fake to me. But the plain is so good because then you can add whatever flavor you want to it. You can put berries in it. When we run out of berries, I have found like a scoop of like raspberry or strawberry jam is really good in it. I know that sounds weird, but don't knock it till you try it. And then last is my frozen stuff, and I just picked up these. My mom-in-law actually likes this Bird's Eye brand, and I've been having trouble finding the mixes I want in like the store brands. So I was like, whatever. I got these stir fry starters. I figure I'll probably do a stir fry next week. We usually do a stir fry once a week, and I like these ones because they have snow peas in them and water chestnuts, and my kids love peas. So again, I grabbed those for dinner for next week. So just kind of thinking ahead. Easy, simple, healthy dinners that will keep you full and feed everybody in the family. And that's the whole grocery haul and this whole order. So like the big thing of like detergent and the big thing of dishwashing liquid, grand total, can you guess? Drop a comment down below, and then I will comment and let you guys know how close you were to the total of this order. And I'll just show it to you one more time. So there's the veggies, the organic yogurt, the salad mixes, zucchini, cucumber, carrots, a few canned goods, detergent, bananas, apples, all that jazz. So I'm thinking that I want to do another video here soon on breastfeeding. I feel like I'm going to be breastfeeding again here in a few months. My 2 kids are currently weaned, but I will be breastfeeding again in just a few months. I have done tandem feeding, extended feeding. I have breastfed with tongue tie, and I have breastfed with lip tie. So I have had a variety of experiences with breastfeeding. I pray that this kid doesn't bring me any challenges, but I welcome them because it gives me an opportunity to learn and to help other women who want to breastfeed and maybe haven't had the support that they need, to maybe give them that encouragement that like, I've been through it. I know, like I've done the 2 a.m. feeding with a syringe, so you can do it. So I want to do a breastfeeding video. I want to do a birth preparation video and talk about what I'm doing to prepare for birth even now at week 20, 21, 22. So those are 2 like pregnancy and breastfeeding related videos I want to do. And then I want to talk about some other stuff too that aren't related so much to health, but maybe like towards house and like organization and all that fun stuff. And then obviously James and I want to start our channel up again on Gracewood Farms and talk about the garden and herbs and all the stuff that's been going on with that. So yeah, thank you for watching that French Teacher Mom Life. Hit that subscribe button. God bless.